So the third wave of planning is what we're kind of experiencing now in our industry. So I'll start with the first wave. So the idea around the first wave of planning was the true cash flow planning experience. The idea was an advisor would truly understand the ins and outs, the flows of money to a client. The problem with cash flow planning at the time was it was laborious, it was time sensitive or time consuming, which resulted in only high net worth individuals getting planning, which forced us into what we're calling the second wave of planning, the idea around goals-based planning, the simple approach to providing advice to a larger population. Really the answer, kind of like the pendulum swing to the second wave. And now we're kind of in that, we're just ending that now and we're entering into what we're calling the third wave. The third wave of planning is a convergence of both cash flow and goals-based planning. The idea is each client deserves a good and comprehensive plan, but it should be done simply and quickly. So that's what we're in that third wave. The second part of that is the idea that the manifestation of the plan or that information is going to be populated in much more experiences online. Gone are the days of just a PDF or pushing to a client portal. You're going to see advice being delivered much more frequently, on time and relevant to the individual through other mediums. And finally, I think the most important and prescient point is the idea that advisor autonomy is going to change. This third wave is going to allow advisors the ability to provide advice that's specific to their practice, but also for the unique needs of an individual. So there's a few things to point out in the third wave and the software, right? So there's a high adoption level of software across our space. In fact, many reports suggest that about 75% of the advisors use the software, and they're satisfied. The problem with the software, and the main pain point, is around the ability to adapt and be unique and provide good advice to a large client set. Right now, the software industry has a lot of workflows that are rigid and fixed, which prohibits an advisor or a firm to provide advice with their value proposition. So that's a pain point, and we're trying to answer that pain point by changing both workflows and allowing an advisor to be more comprehensive in a simple fashion. See, here's the thing. The idea around simple or goals-based planning, I think, is problematic because it's not giving people the true advice that they deserve. People are unique, they have unique needs. Therefore, comprehensive cash flow-based planning coupled with goals-based planning is the right solution to that. So when thinking about the third wave of planning, also the pain points, and just the advice space as a whole, NaviPlan and Advicent are doing a few things. First and foremost, we're taking the best calculation source there is and decoupling it from our user interface. And what we're doing with that is adding in APIs. Those APIs are now going to power both a client and advisor experience for firms. So that's point one. Point two is we're simplifying workflows and changing the way people deliver advice, allowing them to deliver the advice that they want to give to their clients that are unique, but also require comprehensive detail. And finally, we're empowering advisors through digital tools that allow them to spread their advice along multiple platforms. The idea is an advisor must be involved with every decision they're making, and NaviPlan's helping them along the way through client portal technology and other ways to distribute plans online, but also advice as a whole. So Advicent's doing three things. We are the #1 financial planning calculation engine across the globe, so we're going to continue to develop and iterate on our core planning features. That's number one. Number two, a whole new user interface. Coming this summer of 2019, you're going to see a beautiful redesigned NaviPlan, which helps the advisor and client interact more intuitively with the technology. It's beautiful, it's stunning, state of the art. And number three, we're introducing a new retirement assessment workflow. This workflow is going to allow an advisor to quickly, within seconds, provide retirement assessment to a client or prospect. What does this do? A couple things. One, it empowers the advisor to intelligently begin a conversation which can be sometimes challenging. Talking about living expenses, leisure, healthcare. We're going to simplify that whole process. But also, I think what's even cooler, it's going to allow an advisor a quick way to provide a prospective client with an assessment, both online or via PDF, to truly start the conversation. We are empowering advisors to provide better, more sophisticated advice simply.